watch Bizarre Bub. This is video 109. I love his videos. They're so good and they're so creepy. So let's just hop right in, shall we?
On November 14 of 2025, a small family rents out an Airbnb for a few days, unaware that they would encounter something very unsettling while staying there. They had booked the place in advance for an upcoming wedding that was out of town, so staying here made sense. But one night, after coming back from walking their dog, this happens.
We were just out walking my dog, and when we came in, we heard
Oh, I see it moving. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
The window's open. Why is your window open? Why did you leave the house with your window open? You were just asking for a crime to be committed against you. Ugh. All my windows stay locked and blocked. We have like bars that we added to them to hold them closed. We don't open windows. Nope. Not even this summer.
Grinch!
Somehow, the leash on her dog's collar suddenly jolts up in a quick motion before wrapping itself around her dog. It just flings up as if someone had chucked it upwards, but clearly, no one is seen on the stairs to have done that, which is very odd considering that just moments ago this was heard. Now Sydney, who recorded this video, was just as baffled as the Airbnb host who received this video from her. But this wouldn't be the only video she sends, because the next day, while placing the leash on the stairs to see if it would jump again, this is captured.
Okay, so this is the leash. There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something. Every single day.
Although the leash doesn't move this time, her dog goes ahead and does this. For some reason, it's at the same time the leash is on the steps that her dog begins to search for something. But like before, nothing appears to be there. Sydney even checks the rug to see if anything on or under it was making her dog behave this way. But still, nothing. However, there's something in this video that's worth pointing out, and it's a detail that appears in other videos that Sydney recorded of her dog. Watch closely.
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog with these stairs. So here's another clip that I got of her doing it, walk over and see her, and she was so locked into this.
Now, if you didn't notice, in each video, Sydney's dog is always around a certain area of the stairs. It's always the middle or lower half of the steps, but never the top. If it wasn't for this detail, Sydney would not have realized this.
So I think I figured out why my dog just is always hanging out right here. So I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I tried to check, but the door is locked. Obviously it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think that it's what's on the stairs like what I initially thought. I think it's what's below.
Considering that the space is on the ground, it explains why her dog is never seen on top. She seems to be sensing something that's in this room. But the question is, what exactly is she sensing?
I'm sorry. If I'm renting your home or anything like that from like an Airbnb or whatever, I'm gonna need you to unlock all the fucking doors. You rented the property to me. If you have something you don't want me to have, it should be at your house, not at the rental that I'm renting. Fuck that shit. You're not locking any doors on me, bitch. I am staying here. I'm paying to stay here. You are not locking doors on me, okay? If I paid all that fucking money, you better unlock every goddamn door you got. I need to be able to see inside them bitches, okay? Especially after those girls found, they moved like a counter space and found a door down to like a dark basement. Yeah, no, that shit's not happening to me, buddy.
Wanting to find out, Sydney and her sister probe around the space to see what it might be that's inside. But during this moment, while recording, they capture this.
So this is the switch. You guys can see their light is on right there. I wonder if...
Okay, so there's nothing in the room that we can see.
Maybe there's something right behind the door.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Almost immediately after Sydney pulls out her phone, the doorknob suddenly turns. Although no one was seen on the other side, the door handle moves as if held from the other end.
What the fuck?
Now Sydney was under the impression that a person had turned the knob, so they reach out to the Airbnb host and ask if anyone else is renting the place.
Sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb, and hold on, let me turn asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
After finding out that no one else is inside, Sydney concludes that what happened that night wasn't a case of someone co-renting the house, but rather another paranormal occurrence. To her, this is much preferable over having a stranger inside the house. But despite being at ease now, knowing that it's not a person, the doorknob incident still baffles her. This is so, especially given that it still moves now and then.
Yeah. Scary. Okay. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
Why the fuck are you knocking? What the hell? Is this just like a closet? Why you keep... I don't like that you keep sticking me under there. Stop doing that. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? No, I hate it. I hate it. It's falling down the stairs. How's it doing that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it goes to a basement. There's stairs there. I hate that. What the fuck?
As it turns out, this room was actually a basement. Out of nowhere, the phone gets yanked inside before tumbling down the steps and landing on its face. But it's before it tumbles that something weird happens. If you didn't notice, the phone moves on its own again before falling down. But of course, the strangest part is when the phone somehow lifts itself. Neither Sydney nor the Airbnb host could explain this, it just rises up before falling back with no footsteps around to suggest that someone was there. It's no wonder why many see this as being paranormal. To Sydney and her sister, that's exactly the case.
Yeah, because there was literally no one on the video. Also, I'm not going to stop yelling. I'm reacting. It scared me. Leave me alone.
Whatever had been inside did not seem to like their intrusion, from the leash moving on its own to the phone being pulled inside. It currently remains unknown as to what exactly occurred here, but as with all videos, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural took place. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Nope. I want to leave. I hate that.
Now, the following video was recorded by a grandmother who lives alone with her dog and 2 cats.
This is such a good start to a video. I'm expecting them to all get just more and more horrifying from here.
However, it appears that her pets aren't the only ones keeping her company, because according to her, there's something in her house that won't leave her alone.
Oh no.
В зеркале было отражение чего-то не очень непонятного. На видео. Я вам всем докажу.
According to Polina, last night she recorded a video of something that appeared in her bedroom. It showed up in the same spot where it often appears, around the mirror. She's been trying to get it on camera as her family believes it's nothing. They believe it's her old age that's making her see things. But after watching this video, they're not so sure now if that's the case. Take a look.
Oh, great. Is that her?
Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь. Уходи отсюда. Уходи из моего дома. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
What is it? Where is it? Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Уходи отсюда. Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь.
Oh.
Уходи. Уходи, я сказала. Уходи отсюда. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
After Polina realizes that what she'd seen wasn't there, she catches sight of this.
Okay, so there was a figure at first in the mirror, and I freaked out a little bit. It was her figure. I didn't realize until her camera came on. For anyone who's reading chat on YouTube, I'm so sorry. That's my husband. He's just trolling. Just ignore it. But no, this is wild. I hate it.
A dangling ornament beneath the lamp, moving on its own. However, it wasn't just swaying back and forth as one would expect. It was curving upwards in a strange manner that neither a draft or wind current could cause.
Yeah, I hate that.
Now, whatever happened that night is something that remains uncertain. In either case, whether paranormal or not, just seeing this out of nowhere is unsettling. But one night, Polina decides to record again because of...
Oh no. Okay. There's more. Okay. Okay. I have to get prepared. Okay. I'm good. I'm great. I'm great. Just a little side note for anyone watching. Do not point fucking mirrors at your bed. Don't point them at your bed. You are asking for trouble. Do not point mirrors at your bed. Do not have empty chairs pointed at your bed or near your bed. There's no reason for it. Just don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. You are just asking for trouble. All right? You keep that shit out of your bedroom.
Apparently, she saw the same figure hiding inside her fireplace.
What the fuck? What kind of figure is this? What the hell? Why'd you turn around? Is it like crouching? What are we looking at here? I'm scared.
Like something out of a nightmare, what looks like a head suddenly appears in the fireplace, and the freakiest part is that it shows itself right when Polina starts to get close. It's as if whatever this was had realized she was approaching. Understandably, she was freaked out by this, but more so after going back to the space and seeing the fireplace completely empty now. Like before, what she saw initially is now gone. Now currently, no new videos have been shared by Polina, whether supernatural or something else. These 2 clips are without a doubt pretty terrifying.
Somebody get grandma out of there. Get her out of there. Also, was it just a head? She said she saw a figure. Was it like crouching down and then it just turned his head or what? I'm so scared. I hate this. Okay, I could not imagine being elderly and being already in a weakened condition only to then have this shit be going on. I cannot stand the idea. I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. Also, she's not even American. I
Now
don't
the
know where she
following
lives.
video comes from a young mother named Akina, and ever since having her first child, she's
Oh, great. Great. It's a baby. We went from the elderly to babies. Also, I'm still mad that that lady turned around after she saw it. It's going to attack you. Never turn your back on the danger. You're asking for trouble. Don't do that. Please, don't do that. Mostly for you, but also for me. Don't do that to me. Thank you.
been posting numerous videos of her baby boy. It's her first child, so it makes sense that she would want to capture every moment involving her son Ponko. From the time he was born to the moment he got his first playpen, Akina has been sharing lots of memories involving Ponko on her page. However, not every moment has been shared online, and for good reason. On January 29th of 2024, at around 2:30 in the morning, Akina was dead asleep when she suddenly woke up to something in her bedroom. Thankfully, little Ponko was unaware of what was happening because during this moment, something pretty frightening happened. The following is what was caught. Take a look.
What the fuck? Door open. What is that? What is that behind the door? Oh my god! Okay, that was a person. It looked like a person. And it looked like they moved. What the fuck? Did she push the door open? Close again. Now there's flashing light. There's something here. I don't know what this is, but you can see it like moving and then the door closes. I don't know what that could be. Okay, she ran back in. So she's in a striped shirt, so it must have been her that pushed the door open. What are you doing? What are you seeing? Where are you going? Okay, she turned on the light, close the door. Oh, he's wearing a little striped shirt too. It's so cute they match.
It's no wonder why Akina didn't want to share this video initially. Now, besides the fact that the door opens and closes all by itself, there's something Akina mentions that makes this whole video even more terrifying. According to her, at this moment, she had seen a figure standing at the doorway which looked a lot like her husband. But the weird part about this is that her husband had not come home from work yet. It was only a few hours before he came back, but strangely, to Akina, he was there, just staring at her from a distance. Now clearly, no one is there. However, if you listen closely to the audio, you can hear Akina's security alarm going off as though someone entered the house.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that.
It's for this reason she leaves the room to turn it off and to chase her husband, who was walking away at this point. But it's from this moment that things start to get creepier, because not long after, Akina acts strange. From standing motionless at the door to quickly coming in and sitting down in a rigid manner, it's almost as if Akina was someone else. But as it turns out, she was just scared, because after heading downstairs to see where her husband had gone, she saw that all the lights were still off and the door still locked. Her husband, as it seems, was not home yet. Freaked out, she heads back up and sits down while trying to figure out what just happened. If he wasn't home, then who was? She continues to replay this moment in her head despite occurring a while ago, but until it's figured out what happened, she'll continue to keep this video up on her page while sharing more videos of her son. For now, this occurrence remains a mystery.
That's freaky.
In this next video, a mother had recently shared a clip that freaked her out after noticing what was in it.
Hey, you know what? All these ones with kids and elderly people are freaking me the fuck out. I hate it when vulnerable people have weird shit happen to them like this. Like if it's just some like 20-year-old getting like knocks, it's not as weird, right? It's not as scary, but this, like babies, they can't comprehend this stuff. And so it seems like it's unfair for them to be treated to this, you know?
Day, while looking at her security cameras, Adrian Dakota notices something inside her living room, but more specifically, around her child's playpen.
Oh, great.
She wasn't sure as to what she was seeing, so she zooms in and replays the video to check. It goes without saying, but what she saw continues to keep her up at night. Now it's important to note that before this incident, Adrian had already been documenting strange things around her house, and for some reason, these occurrences had something to do with their children's toys.
They're easy to use. So you'll see this a lot with children's toys going off and things like that. It usually happens because their toys are designed to be easy to use for people, aka babies, that have low dexterity, that don't have like the finger strength that like a you and I would have, right? So these toys are made very easy to use and very easy to make go off, to teach children that dexterity and get them to the point where they would have more hand and finger strength and hand-eye coordination. So the likelihood that it would be low enough sensitivity that, say, a paranormal entity would be able to set it off because of how easy it is to use is very high. And so that's why you see things like this. People who do ghost hunting or ghost investigations will also use toys usually made for children. Just because they want that, they know that it's so easy to make go off that they can use it in this context, and it would be something you could visually see on camera because it usually has lights or flashing lights or sounds or things like that, so they could visually show that I'm not touching it but something is setting it off, right? So it's that kind of ideal, and it's made super sensitive for that reason. Don't know if that's useful or not, but if you're going ghost hunting, baby toys, a little bit cheaper than what do they call it? EMF readers, the little flashing discs. They're a lot cheaper than that. I'm just saying.
Now, it might be easy to write this off as being just a glitch or a toy that's starting to malfunction, but what's strange is that this was happening day after day, one toy turning on after another. And that's without mentioning that during this time, Adrian's daughter had an imaginary friend who she said was very tall. Now keep this imaginary friend in mind, because this detail
No.
becomes important much later in the video
Don't
she
show me
recently
this weird
posted.
crack.
The reason why she was so freaked out by the toys turning on was because prior to this, her daughter kept mentioning this imaginary friend. And apparently, this so-called friend would show up in places where her daughter said it was, usually inside the house, near the toys. Adrian was so
Yay.
frightened by this, but more so by this video, because according to her, while taking care of her second child in another room, something terrifying appears in her living room.
As somebody who wants kids someday, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You start telling me about your tall ass friend that I can't see. Nope. We're cleansing. We're cleansing you. We're cleansing the house. Sounding fucking say I don't care. I don't care. We're going to the witches. We're getting somebody to take care of that shit because absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. We will have priests in this bitch. I don't care. I don't care. We're not doing that. I don't play. Nope. No, 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 no. I hate it. Okay. I have nerves of steel. I'm gonna be fine.
This is what she caught.
The fuck? What the fuck is that? That looks like a head.
To Adrian, it appears that someone or something peeks out from behind her baby's playpen.
So it didn't make that thing fly off over here? It was this? How did that fly off then? It hopped up like it was startled too. So was it not the thing that made this fly off? What the fuck was that? I hate this video.
Thankfully, her child wasn't in there during this moment, but strangely, even though no baby was occupying it, the figure itself looks like one. Whether it's
Yeah.
just pareidolia or not, it's obvious that something is there. Considering that a bowl just fell off the shelf with no apparent cause, Adrian can't help but wonder if whatever this was had been responsible for the other occurrences before.
I mean, not to explain away the ghost, right? But it seems like when that fell off that counter, it was startled too. That's why it like hopped up and looked around. It was like looking at the dogs like, you fucking see that shit? What the fuck was that? I don't think it had anything to do with the bowl. Which means that there might be multiple entities in your home, and one of them is fucking with the other one, is what it seems like to me anyway. I'm not a professional ghost hunter. I just watch a lot of this shit, okay, on the internet. And what the fuck was that? I don't like it. That gave me heart palpitations. Because it's just. Still though, the stairs one freaked me out the most so far. Oh, we have one more left, I think. Okay.
It is strange how each occurrence involves one of her children's things. Whether it's their toys or their small play enclosure, something unexplainable happens around them. This, of course, brings up the question,
Stop showing me
could
the
this
dark
have been the
crack.
supposed imaginary friend her daughter had previously mentioned? Or might this be something else entirely? Currently,
that was her
and
son.
unfortunately, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Creepy as fuck. All the hair on my body. Oh my god, we have two more. All the
Now,
hair
the
on my body
following
is
video
standing
was
on
submitted
end.
to me by Ariane B, who writes that she took this video during a school field trip to the Philippines. It was 2010 when she recorded this, so understandably, the quality isn't that good. But
Listen to me, okay? Listen to me. The Philippines. Very cool place, right? Lot of freaky ass shit, though, okay? If you ever look up any of their folklore, any of the creatures that exist there, no. No. I hate it. And you should also hate it. It's freaky as fuck.
despite being filmed on a cheap cell phone, she was able to capture something pretty noticeable on camera. And of course, what she notices is pretty creepy. According to her, she was taking a tour of an old fortress where many soldiers had lost their lives. This fortress is known as Fort Mills, and the section of this fort that Ariane was touring is known as Battery Grubs, a section where both Filipino and American soldiers had sacrificed their lives while defending against invading forces in 1942. While touring Battery Grubs, Ariane captures this.
Okay, whatever it was like, I don't want to be on camera, fuck you.
Now it's been 15 years since this video was taken, and Ariane hadn't realized what was captured until rewatching this footage recently. On the upper level of this barrack, there appears to be something moving, but it doesn't look like a tourist who was just wandering. Rather, it looks like a moving blurb that disappears in an instant. Now of course, given the camera's low quality, this might have just been a camera artifact, or in other words, a visual glitch. But it's worth noting that this only appears once throughout the entire video. Never again do we see anything like this afterward, suggesting that maybe this wasn't the camera acting up, but instead something that was actually there. As Ariane believes, this blurb was most likely the spirit of one of the soldiers who passed away during battle here. Perhaps this is them still living out the same scenario that played out during 1942, unaware that they're no longer alive. It's a sad thought, but nevertheless, this footage creeps out Ariane. So then,
that would explain why he jumped down. If it was like a spirit reliving their trauma or the way that they died, they were walking through there. All of a sudden, they hear what is children below, but they don't realize that. They think that it's an attacking army, enemies, something like that. So they jump down to hide, to try to get low, to try to protect themselves. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. It could just be some weirdo too, like some low res weirdo. Like they were moving, so the camera didn't pick them up very well, and then they just like got down because they were like, "Fuck, I'm on camera." That's me when I see a camera. My grandmother just brought me a scrapbook from our wedding day earlier this year, and most of the pictures are me doing this. It was my wedding day. I didn't want any photos taken. That tells you anything.
just what exactly was caught on camera at this fort? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com.
Send this man your ghost videos. He'll make really good compilations with them. He always does.
That being said, let's get back to the video.
Okay.
Now, it's
Mr.
often
Bub.
the case that videos on the paranormal take place inside a home. It's usually the setting that makes small disturbances feel twice as scary, but the same can be said for any place where something that shouldn't occur happens. Such is the case in this next video, where a group of Philippine students had caught something on camera inside an empty restroom, but as you'll see, it definitely wasn't. Take a look.
Oh my god.
Out of nowhere, the sound of a child crying emanates from inside the restroom.
That wasn't a
But the
cry.
thing is, they're nowhere to be seen.
That was
The
a
only
moan.
thing that is seen are the empty stalls, where just moments ago, the door to one of them began to open on its own. But even
Freaky ass fucking ghost. Get the fuck out of there. Did you hear that weird ass shit? Absolutely not. I hate it. That's freaky as fuck. In so many different ways.
without seeing this, the voice alone is pretty unnerving.
Yeah, no shit. Ah!
It's enough to make anyone just run away. Now, very little info is available on this clip, but what was captured is just one instance of something supernatural that occurred here. The school is said to be haunted.
I don't
So
care.
then,
Don't
was
play
a
it
ghost
again.
caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
Whatever it is, I don't want to hear it again. Okay?
Thanks for watching,
Thank
and I hope you
God.
enjoy.
Oh my God. Oh, that was weird as hell. I told you it was gonna be good, but holy shit. I'm gonna tell you something. The granny one freaked me out. The stairs, and then this weird ass fucking screaming in the bathroom. Okay? Fuck that shit. I'm good. I could live without ever seeing that shit again. What the fuck? I hate it. I hate it very much. I'm glad this is over. Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday. This is going to go up on Friday. And have a wonderful rest of your day. After seeing that, I don't think I'm going to have a great night. I'm going to be honest. Because what the fuck?